Well, good evening, everybody. Good evening, Stony Plain and people across the country and even in the United States. Welcome from Virginia, Sean Stone. Welcome to Summer Sessions 2020, ladies and gentlemen, and our finale. We hope you have enjoyed what you've been able to see so far this year. We know there were some trying times in the beginning, but we know we've got it worked out now. I'm not going to do the bathroom joke or the cell phone joke because it's stale, because there are no bathrooms or cell phones to worry about. It's a gorgeous night out. We hope you got your laptop, your cell phone, your 55-inch screen. You've taken it out to the backyard. You've got yourself some popcorn, some beverages for the kids, and some adult beverages for yourself. We are going to get started tonight with our finale. And our opener tonight is Mariya Stokes. Now, when I was putting together Summer Sessions, I had one spot to fill, and I swear I ran into Mariya from Calgary, Alberta, and a pool in Cabo San Lucas. And so now she's here. And it's quite the blessing, really, because a few weeks later, we watched Mariya win the 2019 Female Artist of the Year for the Alberta Association, the Association of Country Music in Alberta. Her debut single, Hands on My Body, came out in 2019 in February. And we're very, very happy to have her. Please, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Stone. Oh, you know what? No, don't welcome her yet. One other thing I want you to do. Make sure you share this stream, please. Share it, create a watch party, send it across the country, and let people know what we're doing here in Stony Plain. So without further ado, now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Mariya Stokes.
Hello, Stony Plain and people of the internet. My name is Mariya Stokes, as Jazz said. This is my good buddy, John Lagore, and we are so excited to be hanging out with you here tonight. Woohoo! We have an audience of crew, which is like 5 people in the back, and it feels really nice because it's one of the biggest audiences I think I've played for in about 4 or 5 months. What about you, John?
Oh, for sure. Same.
Anyway, I'm from a tiny little town called Stavely, Alberta, originally about an hour south of Calgary. And I know that we are in Stony Plain, but as Jazz said, there are people watching from all over the world. So we want to know, let us know in the comments, where are you watching from? Ocean I ever saw was a sea of yellow in June. There's nothing like miles of canola in full bloom. I got my first taste of freedom when I was 6 years old. She was a buckskin bear who taught me to love the road. Just a kid with dirt on my knees and wandering in my bones. But ever since I was a little girl, my heart runs free like a Rocky Mountain river. My soul is wide like an April blizzard, but my roots are deep like those old pine trees. I was raised on a warm west wind. No matter where it blows, I'll come back again to the big blue skies of my home. I'm Alberta born and grown. The more frost sparkled on the trees and the first snow fell down, well, we would rush outside and pull the sleds out. We had pink cheeks and runny noses, but the sun was shining bright. But where I'm from, we're raised tough. The cold don't keep us inside. But I was always looking for my next adventure. That hasn't changed. Moved to the big old city, but my feet are planted just the same. My heart runs free like a Rocky Mountain river. My soul is wide like an April blizzard, but my roots are deep like those old pine trees. I was raised on a warm west wind. No matter where it blows, I'll come back again to the big blue skies of my home. I'm Alberta born and grown. Alberta Rocky Mountain River, my soul is wild. Like an April blizzard, but my roots are deep. Yeah, there's no changing me. I was raised on a warm west wind. No matter where it blows, I'll come back again to the big blue skies of my home. I'm Alberta, born and grown. Alberta, born and grown. Yeah, Alberta is my home. All right, thank you so much. That one's called Alberta Born and Grown, and I feel like it kind of works for Alberta and Saskatchewan, maybe a little bit of BC. Let me know what if any Western Canadian people relate to any of that. This next song is also about a place. It's called the Christmas, Arizona. It has nothing to do with the holiday and everything to do with a tiny little town in Arizona called Christmas. And some other stuff. And it was my second single. And it goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Making my way from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. I led the way to Christmas, Arizona. In a red Ford I bought for $200. Behind my mama's earrings to get me milk. 'Cause I'm gonna stop him from making the biggest mistake of his life. 'Cause the last time I saw him, he said that he would make me his wife. So I'm driving 16 hours, 1,100 miles to stop a white wedding. It should have been mine, 'cause he found himself a missy on a trip to Mississippi. I'm a mistress on a mission, gotta give myself to Christmas, 'cause that man is mine. Oh yeah, here's a story. I met him at the till where I was working at Walmart. He paid for his groceries, but stole my heart. We spent a quality night at the Quality Inn. He had to leave in the morning on a business trip, but he told me, he promised, our love was more than one night. So when the internet said he was getting hitched, I knew I had to get there tonight. So I'm driving 16 hours, 1,100 miles to stop a white wedding that should have been mine. 'Cause he found himself a missy on a trip to Mississippi. I'm a mistress on a mission, gotta give myself to Christmas, 'cause that man is mine. Oh yeah. So when I was writing this song, I pulled out a map and I looked up exactly how you get from Broken Arrow to Christmas, Arizona. And I discovered something kind of interesting, which is that America was made for songwriters, because all the towns that you drive through in order from Broken Arrow to Christmas sort of rhyme. Check this out. I'm speeding through Amarillo, Tucumcari, Santa Rosa, Mariya, Albuquerque, Edamina, to Christmas, Arizona. I'm speeding through Amarillo, Tucumcari, Santa Rosa, Mariya, Albuquerque, Edamina, to Christmas, Arizona. Ooh, 16 hours and 1,100 miles. Yeah, 16 hours, 1,100 miles to stop that white wedding that should have been mine. He found himself a missy on a trip to Mississippi. I'm a mistress on a mission, gotta give myself to Christmas, 'cause that man is mine. That one is called Christmas, Arizona. Thank you so much. So John and I are so excited to be here tonight in Stony Plain. We have the honor of opening for Canadian country music legends Doc Walker, and man, I listened to those guys so much on the radio when I was growing up, and it's kind of surreal playing in a room where they're some of the only people watching. Appreciate you guys. You rock. But we had a feeling with the opening slot tonight that there might be some Canadian country fans in the room, specifically country fans of like early 2000s, late 90s, all the way up until now. So we figured we should probably play a song by another Canadian country music legend. What do you think, John?
Let's do it.
Okay. This is this is one of my favorite Terry Clark songs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I lay my head on the railroad track, waiting on the double E. But the train don't roll through here no more. Poor, pitiful me. Poor, pitiful me. Poor, pitiful me. Oh, these boys won't let me be. Lord, have mercy on me. Whoa, it's me. Alright. Well, I met a man down in Hollywood. Now, I ain't naming names, but he really worked me over good, just like Jesse James. Yes, he really worked me over good. It was a credit to his gender. Put me through some changes, Lord, sort of like a wearing blender. Poor, pitiful me. Poor, pitiful me. Oh, these boys won't let me be. Lord, have mercy on me. Whoa, it's me. Well, I met a man in the Bucharest down in Yokohama. Well, he picked me up and he threw me down. He said, please don't hurt me, mama. Poor, pitiful me. Poor, pitiful me. Oh, these boys won't let me be. Lord, have mercy on me. Whoa, it's me. Poor me. Poor, pitiful me. Poor me. Poor, pitiful me. That is Poor, Pitiful Me by Canadian country legend Terry Clark and also Linda Ronstadt. Hey, John, you cool if I play a song by myself for a second?
Go for it.
Thank you, sir. So this is a tune that I wrote with Aaron Pollock from Calgary, Alberta. It's called Rebound, and I actually just recently recorded it. It's going to be my next single, and it's coming out in September. We haven't picked a date yet, and that's kind of a secret. But we wrote it for kind of anybody who's ever felt like somebody else's second choice. It goes like this. She almost fills a space of a love that can't be replaced. She'll come over, but she won't stay. 'Cause when you're dreaming, it's not her face. Didn't mean to lead her on. Right now you're not that strong. She's the one that you get when the one that got away is already gone. She's your second best plan. She'll help you understand if things went wrong. A band-aid for your broken heart, holding you together when you fall apart. But she won't hold you down. She's a rebound. She'll say your ex made a mistake. They don't know what they threw away. It's too far gone, she knows. But she can't help but hold. She's the one that you get when the one that got away is already gone. She's your second best plan. She'll help you understand when things went wrong. A band-aid for your broken heart, holding you together when you fall apart. But she won't hold you down. She's a rebound. Oh, oh, oh. That timing, what a shame. She'll love you anyway. She's the one that you get when the one that got away is already gone. She's your second best plan. She'll help you understand when things went wrong. She's the one that you get when the one that got away is already gone. She's your second best plan. She'll help you understand when things went wrong. A band-aid for your broken heart, holding you together when you fall apart. But she won't hold you down, no. But she'll hold you for now. She's a rebound. Oh, she's a rebound. Oh.
That was called Rebound. Thanks, Jazz. He's clapping in the background. We appreciate him. All right. Well, I released my first single in 2019. And I wrote it because I wanted to talk about self-empowerment and being able to ask for what you want. So this one's called Hands My Body.
Come on over, baby. I'll bring a bottle of wine. We'll smoke a little Mary Jane, 'cause it's legal in Canada. Start the night right. I got vinyl on the shelf. I've been dying to play. I'm turning off my phone. I want to do the same. Whatever happens next, I'm gonna leave that up to you. But if you're wondering about the things that I wanna do, I want your hands on my body, hands on my body, baby, hands on my body, hands on my body, baby. Show me that you want me, show me that you want me, baby, hands on my body. Make baby. Well, it's not like me to come on so strong, but there's just something about you, that turns me on. Well, come on, baby, I've been waiting just to get you alone. And if you wanna make me happy, here's what you need to know. I want your hands on my body, hands on my body, baby, hands on my body, hands on my body, baby. Show me that you want me, show me that you want me, baby, hands on my body. We have Jonathan Lagore on the lead guitar. I said, whatever happens next, I'm gonna leave that up to you. But if you're wondering about the things that I wanna do, I said, come on, baby, I've been waiting just to get you alone. And if you wanna make me happy, here's what you need to know. I want your hands on my body, I want your hands on my body, I want your hands on my body, baby. I want your body, I want your hands on my body, hands on my body, baby, hands on my body, hands on my body, baby. Show me that you want me, show me, show me that you want me. I want your hands on my body, baby, hands on my body, baby. Show me that you want me, show me, show me that you want me. Do you want me? Ooh, 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 ooh. I want your hand on my body, baby. I want your hand on my body, baby. Oh. All right, that one's called Hands on My Body. We have one more really quick one for you today. Again, my name is Mariya Stokes. This is John Lagore. We are so thankful to the town of Stony Plain and Dog Run Creek Music Festival for having us today, and to everybody who tuned in, and as well, Doc Walker for letting us open for him. We really appreciate it. It's been kind of a weird time for the last little bit, and I think the world. We're learning some lessons, and I think the biggest one is that we need to stand by each other. Let's do it, John. When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. And darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, I want you to stand now. Stand by me. Stand by me. When the sky we look upon crumbles and falls, or the mountains should tumble to the sea, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear. Just as long as you stand by me. And darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, won't you stand by me. Whenever you're in trouble, won't you stand by me? Oh, stand by me. Oh, won't you stand now? Stand by me, stand by me, stand by me, stand by me.
Thank you so much. My name is Mariya Stokes. This is John Lagore. Get ready for Doc Walker.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was your 2019 Female Artist of the Year for the Association of Country Music in Alberta. We're going to take a quick minute, a couple of minutes, and change over to Doc Walker. But while we do, so that we don't keep you around at the end of the show, just a couple of quick thank yous we want to do here. If you've seen summer sessions in Shikawi Park, you know I don't like to talk, so we'll try to keep it to a minimum. Typically, we got a nice poster that we like to give out to the town of Stony Plain that all the artists have signed. We do have said poster there as well. It's not the same as usual posters, as we're in a different circumstance. So we have Chantal Laberge, our Culture and Tourism Development Officer here. I don't know if she's going to get on camera or not, but there she is. Chantal, did you want to say anything?
I just want to give a huge thank you to the community for supporting this shifted version of summer sessions this year. We really wanted an opportunity to support artists through the tough times that are happening right now. And I think we've been able to do that. And we just really appreciate everybody watching.
Beautiful. Thank you very much, Chantal, and thanks to the town of Stony Plain. Without them, this does not happen. We also want to send out a few thank yous due to the format we've had to go to. David Gates and Andrew Hodges here at Moonshiners. You don't see Andrew too much, but you see David around, and he does all the sound and whatnot. And speaking of sound, we know in the beginning it was trying times, and we want to thank Mike Brazeau and Steve Newsom and several other people who just chimed in with some ideas that we could try. We think we've got the sound thing down now, and so we're going to go with that. Again, I want to say thank you to my team at Dog Rum Creek Music. We're small, but we put this together every year, and we appreciate the town of Stony Plain having us on board. I think I've covered everybody. Is there anybody you want to cover? No? Well, I guess I'll send a quick shout out to Ryan Lau. Nobody knows who he is, but he's with Alberta Health Services, who guided me through a lot of this stuff to make sure that we were going to be okay. Doc Walker is just getting set up on stage right now. So remember that regardless of the genre of music you support, your support of live music is what makes stuff like this happen. It does not happen without you. So thank you very much for all of that. I see the guys are on stage. Just about. Chris says just about. So he's doing his hair. If you've seen Chris's hair, you know that's probably a long process, right, Chris?
Painful.
Painful. I heard Dave say earlier that this was the first show that Doc Walker has done since all of this started. So we're pretty honored to have them here with us tonight.
And we're nervous.
And they're nervous. Can you imagine that after 15, 20 years, still nervous?
30
years. Now you're aging yourself. Okay, so what do you think, guys?
I think we should do it.
We should do it. So we got a quick introduction here. I had it here. Yeah. So with over 20 singles that have reached top 10, Doc Walker is one of the most recognized Canadian country acts of the past 3 decades, Chris says. The group has received multiple Canadian Country Music Awards, including Fans' Choice, Group or Duo of the Year, CMT Video of the Year, Single of the Year, Country Music Program or Special of the Year. We can rattle them on all day long. In addition, they've been nominated for several Juno Awards for Country Album of the Year, including a win in 2009 for the album Beautiful Life. I told you last week they have more nominations and wins than you can put on your fingers and your toes. The Country Legends have released their new album, Weather Vane. The first single off of that was Heart of the Heartland, which pays homage to the small town pride across the country. Ladies and gentlemen, for our finale, please welcome to the stage, Doc Walker.
All right. Well, welcome everybody in, I guess it's not TV land, it's streaming land. We first want to say thank you guys for putting this on and allowing us artists to be able to come up here and perform again. It's been a while. And this song, has meant a lot to us, but none more than right now. The show is free, everybody. I'm gonna live forever, just wait and see. And I'll turn into leather from the sun on me. So stick around, my fair weather friends, the show is free. Well, I'll be on some highway until I fall. And I'm gonna do things my way or not at all. You can see it or you can dream it, that's your call. Well, I won't let this old small town be the life for me. When there's so much more out there I haven't seen. So now I'm on my way, radio playing, beautiful day. Where I lay my head is where I'm meant to be. Yesterday is out of sight, I don't know where I'll sleep tonight. It's a great big world out there and it's all for me. And the show is free. Well, I'm not trying to sell you on anything. I'm just trying to tell you what I see. So take a look around, my friends, the show is free. So now I'm on my way, radio playing, beautiful day. Where I lay my head is where I'm meant to be. Yesterday is out of sight, don't know where I'll sleep tonight. It's a great big world out there, it's all for me. And the show is free. So now, oh, you know what? This is a part of the show where we usually introduce a band, isn't it?
Yeah, no band.
I know. But you know what? We've got a great crew, we've got a great band, and I'm going to introduce them anyway, even though they're not here. So usually on drums, all the way from Winnipeg, Manitoba, back there, Mr. Stephen Broadhurst. And on the bass guitar, who's usually just behind me to my left, Mr. Brent Perrin, all the way from Winnipeg. And then over usually beside Dave, we have Mr. David Casey, and he's from Kenora, Ontario. So, hey guys, wish you were here. Miss you, miss touring, and I miss you, the fans, so much. So, hope you guys enjoy this little show. So now I'm on my way, radio playing, beautiful day. Where I lay my head is where I'm meant to be. Yesterday is out of sight, I don't know where I'll sleep tonight. It's a great big world out there and it's all for me. And the show is free. The show is free. Yeah, the show is free. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Wow, 3 people. That's 3 more than we've played to for a lot of our bar shows back in the day when we first started out touring across this beautiful country. I mean, we started touring, and I wasn't kidding. It's been 30 years ago this summer. I was only 8 at the time. No, I'm just kidding. it was summer. I think it was the summer I was turning 14 or 15. We did our first show as Doc Walker in a little community hall in Langruth, Manitoba. And from then we got a gig at the Legion. And then it went, I was going to say all uphill, but there was a lot of downhill parts where we played clubs from Halifax right to Esquimalt in Victoria, where we played to no more than Tables and Chairs, which actually inspired a song that Dave had on one of his solo records
It was called Tables and Chairs.
Yeah. So, you know, this isn't anything new to us playing, and as long as we can play. And like I said before, for you guys to give us an outlet to come and perform is pretty amazing. And we hope you guys are enjoying it out there. Dave and I have done a lot of these kind of a duo acoustic things in smaller communities where it's more of a songs and stories kind of thing, which is fun. After so many years of making music, you get to take some time and talk about what you've done. And we'll try to make the stories as short as possible. I tend to ramble, and then he tends to reel me in and just start playing. So, cue.
Let's go.
Here's a song featuring my sidekick here and written by him.
I'm a sidekick. I'm just
Well, I'm the
Robin.
sidekick. Here's, yeah. You're like the good cereal beside the regular cereal. Little song called If I Fall.
2, 3, 4.
I've been waiting for the perfect moment. My hands are shaking, but my heart is true. Well, I've been waiting to say I love you, but I want to be sure you say you love me too. So baby, would you say it with me, or leave me out in the cold? If I fall right here, would you carry me home? And if you feel the way I feel, then you've got to let me know. If I fall right here, would you carry me home? If I fall right here, would you carry me home?
Roll off the highway, let the motor idle. Girl, there's a reason why I brought you here. Said I loved you, you sat there silent. That one moment felt like 1,000 years.
So baby, would you say it with me, or leave me out in the cold? If I fall right here, would you carry me home? And if you feel the way I feel, then you've got to let me know. If I fall right here, would you carry me home? If I fall right here, would you carry me home? Yeah. So baby, would you say it with me, or leave me out in the cold? If I fall right here, would you carry me home?
And if you feel the way I feel, then you got to let me know.
If I fall right here, would you carry me home?
Don't leave me high, don't leave me high and dry.
If I fall right here, would you carry me home? If I fall right here, would you carry me home? Well, I've been waiting for the perfect moment. My hands are shaking, but my heart is true. Good job, Dave.
Ah, thanks. That one's hard.
That was hard. I think the only singing I've been doing this year is around a campfire. Wow. Usually after more than water, I gotta say that.
Bud Light, it's just one step up from water.
Bud Light is great for the vocal cords, Dave. Did you know that?
No. All
Well,
right.
we're gonna play a song now, and this story I usually to set up this song. It's a sort of a long, drawn out story about cassettes. And the first time we heard this song was in North Battleford, and it was written by one of the best Canadian country music artists, Jason McCoy. And it's a song called Rocket Girl. And it didn't figure it fit on one of his records. And we had the same manager. So he was nice enough to fire off a cassette to North Battleford, and we listened to it and loved it and recorded it. That was the story. But I heard a better one today. So you can see Jazz is laughing now. So he comes up to me today and he goes, "You know what, Chris, that song Rocket Girl you have, that's my daughter's favorite song." And she didn't know the story that Jason McCoy wrote that. And he's playing a show here and he's playing Rocket Girl. And she says to Jason, she goes, "Yeah, that's one of my least favorite Doc Walker songs."
It's the only one he wrote for us.
Jason wrote it. So Jay, if you're watching, it's a great song. It's just not her favorite. Sometimes she likes, other Doc Walker songs. It's not all about Rocket Girl all the time. But it was a pretty big turning moment in our career, and we couldn't have done it without Jay. So we'd like to thank Jason McCoy for writing this song, along with Denny Carr out in Nashville, and all our support we've had from Alberta on this one. Ready?
3.
Well, she said, "I got this hat in California from a man on the street whose name was Joe. Have you ever been to California? Well, you really gotta go." She said, "I knew a boy down in Miami. Well, he was a welder just like you." She said, "I love the ocean in Miami. I've never seen anything quite so blue. And I just say, hey, where we going today, Rocket Girl? Tell me what life is like past that city limit sign. Dream your dreams in my ear. Baby, just get me out of here. Fly me around this world, Rocket Girl." Well, she said, "Have you ever been to Alberta? Wheat fields as far as you can see. Have you ever seen the prairies? Someday I'll take you there with me." And I just say, hey, where we going today, Rocket Girl? Tell me what life is like past that city limit sign. Dream your dreams in my ear. Baby, just get me out of here. Fly me around this world. Rocket girl. Well, I'd never tell her she's been busted. I know she's never been anywhere just like me. But it makes her feel like Cinderella. And I get to see the world for free. And I just say, hey, where we going today, rocket girl? Tell me what life is like past that city limit sign. Dream your dreams in my ear. Baby, just get me out of here. Fly me around this world. Around this world. Fly me around this world. Rocket girl. A little bit of Rocket Girl. Well, thank you, table back in the corner. Settle down now. Don't have to kick you out. Oh. Well, we're going to play a cover song for you guys right now. This is it's an old Genesis tune. We didn't know how this is going to work out when we recorded it because Genesis fans are fairly loyal fans.
Fairly fanatic.
Yeah.
Fanatic.
So you get a country band from Canada. From Canada doing a Genesis song, we're like, oh, this could really upset a lot of people, but it didn't. We had it was mixed. There was no like we didn't get any hate mail.
No.
Maybe a
No.
couple.
Well, you didn't. No, we made them a lot of money, actually.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, probably.
Didn't he do all the Disney stuff?
Yeah, Tarzan.
So yeah, he didn't really notice what we
No, no.
made him.
We made him lots of money, and he didn't notice.
We made him hundreds of dollars. Anyway, we were recording in Nashville, and it was actually our producer's wife. They were on a vacation, and he was listening to some music, and she goes, "Hey, that Genesis song, that would be a good country song." And since he's a big Nashville producer, he's like, "I'll decide, what's going to be a hit and what's not with other artists." And sure enough, he comes back to us like a week later and goes, "My wife had this great idea for this Genesis song that could be country." So Murray, and I'm going to play Murray Pulver, who's, has been a member of Doc Walker for years. We still write with Murray all the time. We're going to be writing with him more in the future. Still a big part of all the records that we make. He came up with this guitar lick, and I'm not Murray Pulver, and I can't play it as good as Murray, but I'm going to do the best I possibly can. So you ready, Dave?
Let's do it.
Hope Murray's not watching. Just as I thought it was going all right, found out I'm wrong when I thought I was right. It's always the same, it's just a shame, that's all. I could say day and you'd say night. Tell me it's black when I know that it's white. It's always the same, it's just a shame, that's all. I could leave, but I won't go, though my heart might tell me so. I can't feel a thing from my head down to my toes. Why does it always seem to be me looking at you, you looking at me? It's always the same, it's just a shame, that's all. Turning me out, turning me off, making me feel like I'm wanting too much. Living with you, just putting me through it all at a time. Running around, staying out all night, taking it all instead of taking one bite. Living with you is just putting me through it all at a time. I could leave, but I won't go. It would be easier, I know. I can't feel a thing from my head down to my toes. Why does it always seem to be me looking at you, you looking at me? It's always the same, it's just a shame, that's all. But I love you more than I wanted to. There's no point in trying to pretend. There's been no one who makes me feel like you do. Say we'll be together till the end. I could leave, but I won't go, though my heart might tell me so. I can't feel a thing from my head down to my toes. Why does it always seem to be me looking at you, you looking at me? It's always the same, it's just a shame, that's all. Running around, staying out all night, taking it all instead of taking one bite. Living with you is just to put me through it all of the time. Just as I thought it was going all right, I found out I'm wrong when I thought it was right. It's always the same, it's just a shame, that's all. It's always the same, it's just a shame, that's all. It's always the same, it's just a shame, that's all. Oh, little Doc Walker, classic rock and roll. You know, you can make anything into a country song. You know where this is going. You think that Genesis fans would probably, lost their mind on Doc Walker. Can you imagine if we actually did this next song? We have a tendency to take anything and make it a country music song. And on our live shows, I remember we did Walk Like an Egyptian.
Yes.
Country version, and then you sent me a link. There's the band.
Yeah, a country band does it, and way better than we did it.
Well, yeah, we were
Even
just
way more country.
we were joking around. We don't really expect anybody to take us serious at all. That's why we'll take any song and make it country, because you can. Done the right way. You want to try this one? I
Sure.
can't remember. This has been a long time, everybody.
All right, if we screw
Ready?
it up.
Yeah, it's not our song. Yeah, that sounds country. You are my fire, my one desire in me. When I say I want it that way, 'cause we are two worlds apart. Can't reach to your heart. When I say I want it that way, tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanted you to say I want it that way. My fire, I want desire. Yes, I know it's too late. I want it that way. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanted you to say I want it that way. That's good.
That's a good time to stop.
Good time to stop. Yeah, usually. So we're gonna stop that now. Get back to some Doc Walker music.
Oh yeah,
You know what I think we should do is our other Alberta song.
sure.
remember when Dave first wrote this song, he came and showed me, and I'm a huge fan of real country music. I grew up in a town of 50 people called Westburn, Manitoba, and a lot of rodeo folks there, and I grew up on, you know, good old George Strait and old Waylon Jennings and country music, you know, and this guy here was a rock and roll guy growing up. He was into AC/DC. He had the long hair and the Gibbs or the
I did have a Gibson SG.
Gibson SG, yeah.
Or a replica, anyway.
I had a Telecaster, country guitar. He comes up to me one day and he shows me the song, and it's funny how over the years I loved writing country music, and he pulled me more into. I started to listen to Tom Waits and Lyle Lovett and a lot of really cool music, and he started kind of listening to a lot of country music, like some old Willie Nelson, and it's funny how we've both kind of merged into the same lane, and some of the songs that he comes up with that are truly great country music songs still blows me away. We're gonna play one for you.
Thank you.
Well, it's true, man. You rarely get a compliment out of me.
Oh,
So we're gonna play this one for you now. It's been a while, but we're gonna try it.
All right. You ready?
I think so.
1, 2, 3, and 2, 3.
My Alberta rose found a new love in Ontario. Left this Keystone boy out in the cold. Nearly drank myself stone blind, trying to get her off my mind. If there's a cure for a heartache, it ain't whiskey, I know. It's time to get back on my horse, see what the boys are doing up north. I hear they're swimming in money, it's all milk and honey, I'm sure. Oh, I'm gonna get back on my horse. I was young, wild and crazy. No woman could ever tame me, but she did a number on my very soul. Lost my fire and lost my fight, but I found it here tonight. And there's a new sun rising as I dust off my coat, and I get back on my horse, see what the boys are doing up north. I hear they're swimming in money, it's all milk and honey, I'm sure. Oh, I'm gonna get back on my horse, 'cause life is all too short. I ain't hanging around this sad, lonesome town anymore. Oh, I'm gonna get back on my horse. Gonna get back on my horse, see what the boys are doing up north. Here they're swimming in money, it's all milk and honey, I'm sure. Oh, I'm gonna get back on my horse, 'cause life is all too short. I ain't waiting around to be put in the ground anymore. Oh, I'm gonna get back on my horse. Guess you can say that about this day and age right now. Doesn't matter what life throws at you, you just got to get back up on your horse and ride away into the sunset and cross your fingers. It's like farming. Anyway, we're going to play a little 3-chord country song for you right now. We started out trying to write songs like Hotel California, Don't Stop Believing.
That one's chord soup.
Yeah. You know, and then finally, after years of writing, it finally occurred to us, if you have something to say, just say it. And I did find that one of the hardest things to do was to write a 3-chord country song. Because as musicians, we always want to be smart, right? Got to prove to everybody that we know lots.
Yeah, we know a B7.
Right. So if you're in C, you got to go here at some point. But between Murray and Dave and me and
Victoria Banks.
Great songwriter in Nashville. We kept it to 3 chords.
We kept it to like 15 minutes too. We wrote this in super quick.
Yeah, it was like 15, 20 minutes. I remember because I wanted to go to the Mexican place because they had
dollar beers.
They had dollar beers.
And they were
And
this big.
we started writing this song at like, we finished one song by like 2:00 and it started happy hours at 3. So I thought, good, we have a song done. Let's go have some Coronas. Not those kind of Coronas, but it's back in the day when Corona was a good word. And anyway, so 2:00, we finished the song. Murray goes, hey, we should start another one. I'm like, Murray, 3:00 happy hour, man. Never going to get another song written. We were there at 2:45 and we wrote this song. So I'm glad we stayed.
I want to.
I'm gonna change your mind. Now I'm gonna make you love me. And I'm gonna keep on trying until I can make you love me. There's never been anything I wanted so bad. Gotta know I'm never gonna stop till I have you, baby. It might sound crazy, but I'm gonna make you love me. Well, there's a red rose lying on your front porch. I left it last night by the light of the moon. Just can't sleep, I'm thinking of our arms around you. I just gotta have you. I'm gonna change your mind. I'm gonna make you love me. I'm gonna keep on trying until I can make you love me. There's never been anything I wanted so bad. You gotta know I'm never gonna stop till I have you, baby. It might sound crazy, but I'm gonna make you love me. Well, I slipped a love note under your front door, and I wrote it all down straight from my heart. A song in my head that I can't stop singing about you. I can't live without you. So I'm gonna change your mind. I'm gonna change your mind. I'm gonna make you love me. And I'm gonna keep on trying. And I'll keep on trying till I can make you love me. There's never been anything I wanted so bad. You gotta know I'm never gonna stop till I have you, baby. It might sound crazy, but I'm gonna make you love me. I'm gonna change your mind. I'm gonna make you love me. Crowd goes wild. All right. Well, I hope a lot of you are still tuning in. This is very strange, but as long as I'm playing guitar, I'm happy. I don't care. Like I said, I've been playing around a campfire a lot this summer. I started a campground last year, and it's been fun. You get to take your acoustic out and sit around the campfire, kind of the way we learned how to perform, really, Dave. Like,
Yeah.
parties that if you're watching from Portage or Prairie, which I'm not sure there is anybody, but Gopher Ridge, the Sandhills,
TJ's campground.
TJ's campground, yeah. Just take your acoustics out there, and that's really how we started to learn how to play and sing. And I'm going to play a song for you guys right now that I played last week around the campfire that Dave and I do quite a bit. I'm a huge fan of Dan Seals, one of my favorite artists growing up. And this song to me was just growing up listening to country music. It was songs like this and All My Exes Live in Texas with George Strait, old Waylon Jennings stuff. And since this is unique, what we're doing right now, there's no set list. We're just going to do what we want.
Yeah.
Yeah, an old Dan Seals song. I remember it.
Me.
Saw your picture on a poster in a cafe out in Phoenix. Guess you're still the sweetheart of the rodeo. As for me and little Casey, we still make the circuit in a one-horse trailer and a mobile home. And she still asks about you all the time. But I guess we never even cross your mind. But oh, sometimes I think about you and the way you used to ride up in your rhinestones and your sequins, with the sunlight on your head. And oh, the crowd will always love you. But as for me, I've come to know that everything that glitters is not gold. Old Red, he's getting older, and last Saturday he stumbled. But you know I just can't bear to let him go. Little Casey, she's still growing, and she started asking questions. But there's certain things a man just does not know. Her birthday came and you never even called. Well, I guess we never crossed your mind at all. But oh, sometimes I think about you and the way you used to ride out in your rhinestones and your sequins, with the sunlight on your hair. And oh, the crowd will always love you. As for me, I've come to know everything that glitters is not gold. Everybody said you'd make it big someday. And I guess that we were only in your way. But someday I'm sure you're gonna know the cost. 'Cause for everything you win, there's something lost. But oh, sometimes I think about you and the way you used to ride up in your rhinestones and your sequins, with the sunlight on your hair. And oh, the crowd will always love you. But as for me, I've come to know everything that glitters is not gold. Oh, everything that glitters is not gold. Good old country music.
Dance heels.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. All right. You still having fun out there? Good.
Woo!
Don't worry, everybody. We're social distancing here. We have at least 30 feet between each other. This Moonshiners is a great place, and I hope to be back here someday. For live venues in this world right now, it's a tough go. For musicians, it's a tough go. For anybody, it's a tough go. And I hope this carries on, because live music is so much fun to perform, and we just hope you guys really enjoy watching it. I know you're probably sitting in your house right now, or in your living room, or on your phone. But you know, as soon as we're allowed, get back out and check out live music, because it's so much fun for us to do.
We
it.
miss you.
We miss you guys so much. It kind of sucks. We were gonna fly here, driving from Manitoba. Then we decided to take a road trip, like Harry and Lloyd. Then we jumped in the truck and Winnipeg, took off and stopped in Saskatoon. Made sure we stopped and watched the Winnipeg Jets play.
So they were there anyway.
I mean, the Manitoba Moose play. There's not much left of the Winnipeg Jets right now, but we're going to be watching them tomorrow. And it's too bad it's two Canadian teams fighting at it, because we love all our Canadian teams, and hopefully the cup can come back to Canada this year, preferably to Winnipeg, but we'll take anything. I'm going to move my thing.
Oh, so he does have a set list.
Oh yeah, this we're gonna go back a while right now with a song that playing in a sort of a bar kind of thing like this. Things weren't always rosy for Doc Walker. I mean, there's ups and downs all over the place. We had our first single out. I think maybe it was our first or second. She Hasn't Always Been This Way was out, and we had a #1 video in Canada on CMT. We were on top of the world, and our agent calls us and says, "Hey, you guys have a gig in the States." I'm like, instantly, I think Texas. I'm like, okay, we're going to go play a big giant dance hall in Texas, and we're going to take over the world. And then he says, no, it's in Fargo, North Dakota. I'm like, okay, that's on the way to Texas.
On the way to Texas.
We're on the way to Nashville. It was Nashville or Texas, either one. So anyway, I'm like, okay, guys, playing this giant dance club. I had to build it up quite a bit. Playing this giant dance club in North Dakota. I'm like, I don't remember a giant dance club. I'm like, it's big, don't worry. So we get across the border in our two-tone brown diesel Suburban trailer. We got our Garmin GPS set up, and it goes, "You have arrived." Boy, do we ever. We were at a Flying J truck stop at a little club called the Windbreak.
Yeah.
And
it smelled like someone broke wind.
Yeah,
It was terrible.
yeah. So we had all these Canadian hit songs. Like, if you're from Canada watching this, you remember "We're Here for a Good Time." You play that, the dance floor would be packed. Or if you played some Tragically Hip, you just
dance floor would be packed. We'd play clubs all over Canada, and we knew how to pack the dance floor. In North Dakota, not so much. They had no idea who Tragically Hip was.
It's like they flew in some tumbleweeds just to throw across the dance floor.
So needless to say, we got fired on a Friday. They couldn't even wait. Like, they'd rather have no band than us on that weekend. So anyway, there was one good thing came out of that weekend. Dave decided to go sit and get a video cassette, if you remember what those are, rent it from the front desk. And
Yeah, it was Fargo.
so you watched Fargo.
Watched Fargo in Fargo during a snowstorm and wrote this.
So one song did come out of that whole disaster. So kids, if you ever have a bad gig, just look for the positives. Ready?
I say, how could this be? I left her back in Tennessee. Now there's 1,000 miles between. I'm going out of my head, but I can't take back the words I said just to fill her empty bed. So you can drag me back to Nashville. So drag me back to Nashville, then. She wanted nothing more in her life than to see her name in lights. So I came along for the ride, but there was just no end. Smoky bars and unpaid rent, deja blues held by a thread. So you can drag me back to Nashville. So drag me back to Nashville, then. North Dakota boy in Tennessee, that singing town, it got the best of me. Oh yeah. And I lost my love to the dream. Looking back, I lost a part of me. So I said, you can drag me back to Nashville. To drag me back to Nashville, then. All the way down. I say, how could this be? North Dakota boy in Tennessee, that singing town, it got the best of me. Oh yeah. And I lost my love to the dream. Looking back, I lost a part of me. And so I said, you can drag me back to Nashville. To drag me back to Nashville, then. Oh, you can drag me back to Nashville. But you'll drag me back to Nashville, dead. North Dakota boy in Tennessee. I say, how could this be? North Dakota boy in Tennessee. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna do another country song that Dave wrote. Thank you, guys. Another country song Dave wrote. This is another one that kind of shocked me because me being from a farming community and growing up working at different farms and driving tractor and stuff, I figured I'd be the one to write this one. But no, Dave shocks me again. I guess you thought of this one in the corner of Portage and Maine. And
Yeah, I was waiting for a bus. Which Portage and Maine, it's our only traffic light in Winnipeg, so you should check it out sometime.
I gotta shut this fan off.
Oh, does it make you look too dreamy with your hair?
It's making me so dry. Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, this one goes out
Heaven
to
on
all the-
dirt.
We're getting close to harvest right now, and love playing small towns. We're actually, in this day and age of people not really buying CDs anymore, although we did sell out of cassettes in Saskatchewan on one tour. I was pretty happy about that. We actually had old cassettes. That's nothing against our Saskatchewan friends. We love you. We just know you have lots of old trucks that still have cassettes like his.
Yeah. 94.
Yeah. So anyway, what we're going to do is if we ever come to your little town and we're playing, we're going to make rain gauges with Heaven on Dirt. Not too much, not too little, right in the middle. Here we go.
I've worked this land as a boy and as a man. It's my life and it's my home. It's all I've ever known. My fate was sealed when great-granddad bought this field many years before I was born. This right here was our first John Deere. Oh, she pulled us through the hard years. I prayed for rain, I prayed for sunshine. Oh, but not too much and not too little. Gotta be just right, right in the middle. I wouldn't trade a day of my life. It might take a lot of heart and a whole lot of work, but it's paradise. It's heaven on earth. I've stayed the same, but the times they have changed. Cities bigger, faster, higher, spreading like a wildfire. This way of life is on borrowed time, but the day I sail, that'll be a cold day in hell. You'll find me here on this old John Deere, riding out the rest of my years. I pray for rain, I pray for sunshine. Oh, but not too much, not too little. Be just right, right in the middle. I wouldn't trade a day of my life. It might take a lot of heart, a whole lot of work, but it's paradise. It's heaven on earth. Oh, it's heaven on earth. A little heaven on earth.
All right, well, here we're going to go way back. This is one of the first songs I mentioned earlier. This was one of our first #1 videos we had on CMT back in the day. And we look a lot younger back then.
Yeah, I look the same.
Yeah, you do, except for the beard. That's
Yeah.
when you first started
I could
trying
not
to
grow a beard.
No, you couldn't. You had like the 8 hairs around here. Anyway, this is kind of how it all got started for us. And I know anybody watching right now and anybody who comes to live shows for any Canadian country music artist, we applaud you guys. Especially, we've been doing this for so long. We appreciate the support and the years of support too. So thank you guys. And here's a first song that got her all going. 1, 2.
Well, she's the prettiest girl I've ever seen, the walking definition of a beauty queen. Every man in town wants to take her away, but she hasn't always been this way. You should have seen that girl 10 years ago, with a Kool-Aid mustache and freckle nose. Now she's breaking hearts, taking names, but she hasn't always been this way. She didn't mean anything to me, I brushed her off so easily. She hasn't always been this way. I really can't believe how much that girl has changed. She's out of my life, she's out of my reach, and out of her mind, she's out of my league. But she hasn't always been this way. Well, her brother Bobby was my best friend, so she followed us around wherever we went. But now she won't give me the time of day, but she hasn't always been this way. When I was 16, she gave me a card, said I love you with all my heart. She hasn't always been this way. I really can't believe how much that girl has changed. She's out of my life, she's out of my reach, and out of her mind, she's out of my league. But she hasn't always been this way. She hasn't always been this way. I really can't believe how much that girl has changed. She's out of my life, she's out of my reach, and out of her mind, she's out of my league. But she hasn't always been this way. No, she hasn't always been this way. Thank you.
Thank you.
There's a trip down memory lane. Yeah, life is one trip down memory lane. It is our 30th anniversary of playing for Doc Walker. I remember our first business card was fluorescent orange with a wagon wheel on it. We just wanted to make sure everybody could see it. And we had a lot of plans to do.
You had to have a wagon wheel.
It had to have a wagon wheel or a hay bale or
Hay bale.
something. Yeah. Lucky we're called Doc Walker, not the wagon wheel hay bale band. But
Prairie Mountain Fire.
Prairie Mountain Fire Wagon Bale Band. There we go.
There we are.
But it has been a lot of years, and you know, this is just such crazy unseen times for artists right now. But to be able to, like I said, to do this, and thank you guys so much for giving us a chance to come and do this. Social media is a great thing that you know, can get your craft out and what you're thinking, but there's really nothing like being at a live venue. So I really hope we can do that again soon, because I gotta say I sure miss, and I miss you guys out there too. So, but it has been a lot of years we've been doing this, so we'll end off the little session here with one of my favorite songs that we've ever recorded. A lot of good and a lot of bad memories come to mind when I hear this song, but still here and still kicking.
3, 4.
This old house, it's covered in dust. And this old house has seen better days. And this old car is doomed for red and to rust. And this old car dreams of the old highway. Well, this old river, it it still twists and turns. And this old river, it used to run untamed. And this old town, well, its heart still burns. And this old town still runs through my veins. It's been a beautiful life. Oh, I've been a lover, one hell of a ride. Even though I may be falling apart, whoa, it's been a beautiful life. Well, these old shoes, they've walked through miles and miles. And these old shoes, they've walked through life unafraid. This old guitar, I got it when I was a child. This old guitar still has something to say. It's been a beautiful life. Oh, I've been a lover, one hell of a ride. Even though I may be falling apart, whoa, it's been a beautiful life. All these eyes, they've seen laughter and tears. And these eyes, they still see something new. And this old heart, it's still got a few more years. And this old heart, it will always love you. It's been a beautiful life. Oh, I've been a lover, one hell of a ride. Even though I may be falling apart, whoa, it's been a beautiful life. It's been a beautiful life. Whoa, I've been a lover, one hell of a ride. Even though I may be falling apart, whoa, it's been a beautiful life. Such a beautiful life. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're Doc Walker. We'll hope to see you guys on the road sometime soon.
That was Doc Walker, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable.
Thank you.
Unbelievable. I see you're still sitting on the stage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Going anywhere?
No.
No? Well, I'm going to turn the camera back to you then.
Oh, are we doing another one?
Hey, an encore.
There you go. Encore.
We don't know anymore. I'm just kidding. Yeah, we should do that one. Yeah, we should do Driving with the Brakes
Yeah,
On.
you bet. Driving with the brakes.
A lot of the times we play a show and we don't play this song, we get all these nasty messages from Instagram and Facebook that we didn't play this song. I mean, I love the song too. I just didn't think people liked it that much. But this is one of the songs that we've always wanted to record stuff with meat in the bones. Kind of makes a difference musically. So this was a little controversial for country music, but we did it anyway. So we're going to close it off with one of those meat in the bones tunes. You ready, Dave?
Yeah, you bet.
One, two.
Driving through the long night, trying to figure who's right and who's wrong. Now the kid is gone. I sit belted up tight. She pulls on a matchlight glowing bronze. steering on. And I might be more of a man if I stop this in its tracks and say, come on, let's go home. But she's got the wheel, and I've got nothing except I have on. When you're driving with the brakes on, when you're swimming with your boots on, it's hard to say you love someone. Hard to say you love someone, and it's hard to say you don't. Trying to keep the mood right, trying to steer the conversation from the thing we've done. She shuts up the ashtray, and I say it's a long way back now, huh? She just young. She's got the wheel, and I've got to deal from now on. When you're driving with the brakes on, when you're swimming with your boots on, it's hard to say you love someone. Hard to say you love someone. It's hard to say you don't. But unless the moon falls tonight, unless continents collide, nothing's gonna make me break from her side. When you're driving with the brakes on, when you're swimming with your boots on, it's hard to say you love someone, and it's hard to say you don't. When you're driving with the brakes on, when you're driving with the brakes on. Thank you, guys. We're Doc Walker.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Doc Walker, our finale for Summer Sessions 2020. And earlier tonight, Mariya Stokes. We appreciate having her around as well. Remember that regardless of your genre of music that you prefer, your support of live music makes stuff like this possible. And we hope to see you back in Chicago Park in 2020. Thanks very much. Good night, everybody.